A very good evening to Joy, and today we have a grand session. In this session, we are going to continue for half an hour. Are you ready for this session? Okay, let's introduce yourself first.
Yes. My name is Joy Barua. My family is I belong to a family in Barua. My mother's name is Aparna Barua and my father's name is Tipu Barua. My school's name is St. Gunner's English School, and I'm eagerly to state that I am in a class 6 in my school. My favorite color is green, and I would really like to state that my favorite food is chicken fry, and my favorite drink is water. And thank you for that.
Okay, that's great. And as you have told a few sentences about your school, let's begin saying a lot about your school. Would you please tell me the location of your school, how many students are in your class, and how many total students, approximately, the more you know, the much you know in your school, and where is the school located, and how many teachers are probably working there, and why do you consider this school is one of the most or best schools in our city? And when you are going to tell, you be a bit loud, take your time, think and continue. I am giving you 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, about my school's name is Gunner's English School. It's situated in Hollyshire Churchugram. I will consider it as the best school for me because it contains a very large fields which events can be occurred. And in my teacher and my school, it contains of 39 teachers, and if our full school, it contains of 123 students. In my class there are approximately 29 students, and I have a best friend called Saiful Hassan. He is a very good student. He's a very good student and a good friend to me. He always sacrifices his food to me when I don't forget to bring my tiffin or something like that. Or he sometimes get fouled at football just to save me. I always play as a GK from my team. Thank you.
Okay, sure. It had got a good time with your best friend, inshallah. And of course, if we are talking about school, we were supposed to talk about our school for 5 minutes, but we could not continue within less than 1 minute. You have already done about your saying about your school. Now, if we would like to focus the most important events, I think there are lots of events in your school, right?
Yeah.
And would you please tell me a few events of whether they are gala night or cultural program or any kind of celebration of any national day? Would you please tell me one by one, how it is celebrated, what kind of actions are performed there, and if there is any arrangement of refreshment, enlightenments, everything you go on, okay?
Okay. Well, if we talk about events now, there is a main event called cultural program. It happens during the period after our exam, of a final exam. It occurs in 29 November or 30. Before the cultural program, students are skillfully trained. Before the cultural program, before 1 month, they have to go through hard practice. Well, I always name in PT and parade. Well, sometimes I have to go to display when there is no slot saved for PT and parade. Well, a cultural program in our school is very delightful and colorful. It takes place in 4 p.m. sharp, and when we go there, we're warmly greeted with salam and sometimes a cup of mug or a cup of coffee or some water or a biscuit. When we arrive there, we remain seated in a garden seat where I have to go to very different places to go to practice for a last time before the various performance. And thank you for that.
Okay, we have already passed, there are total 6 sessions. We have already done a session. We have already are on 5 minutes just about. And yes, everybody likes visiting different places. Probably on holiday, sometimes if mood is off, we look for visiting different places to recreate ourselves, to come out from the depression, okay? And sometimes for recreations, let's talk about the holidays. What are the places in your city or outside of a city, probably your village home? I mean, I'm giving you some clues to talk longer. If you would like to talk about your village home, go on that. And if you would like to talk about a place you visited last year, talk about that. And if you have a future plan to go to a foreign country for education purposes like your relatives, it's all about your visiting places, traveling places, enjoying the places, whether they could be the parks, they could be the different kind of shopping centers. So it's all about the different places. Think and say, think and say, think and say.
Well, if we talk about my favorite place, it should be Jamhura Fields, where it is located very nearly to our house. It approximately takes place of 5 minutes, where it's situated in Agrabad, which I know. And in Jamhura Field, it's a relaxing nature phrasing place where immense nature meets with their intense reality, where work pressure people go and visit there just to enjoy the nature. There are some water fountains, and the most important place is there's many food stalls, so if you are hungry you can go to the food stall to buy food. And there is near after, like opposite of Jamboree Field, there is Shishu Park. If you have like little children or something, they would really enjoy this place. And there are various places around them you can visit. And in Jampura Field there is a water fountain that everyone records just for the memory. It's really good, have a good view in night, whether it's changing color. And in the Jambura Field you can see many natural things, and there are many natures, like all the trees are surrounded with neat and clean environment. And there are Shishu Park, as I talked. In the Shishu Park there is many rides for all adults and children. In the Shishu Park you can also buy foods. There are food carts inside them. You can have a ride in Ferris wheel, and many more have a rotating ship, and many more. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Are you feeling tired?
No.
Exhausted?
No.
Excited?
Yes.
Is it the long time that you are performing your conversation?
Yes.
Okay, sure, right. We have covered already about yourself, favorite places, and all right, and that's great. Okay, you already told about your best friend that you had a great time with your friends. Sometimes you have visited some places, and sometimes he is very kind and helpful to you. A bit complicated idea. Why do you think everybody needs a good friend, and why everybody needs to be very careful in choosing a good friend? If the friend is not good, what bad might happen to one? Okay.
Okay, if I start about my best friend's name is Mansik Mandan. He's a very good friend. His academic performance are very highly recommended to you. And if I talk about him, he's a really good student. He's 5'6" tall. He's very taller than me in my height. And when playing football, he always saves me for getting goal. And with the topic, choosing a good best friend. Well, I have read a story in Aesop's fable that had a cat and a rat. The rat had a best friend that he wanted to go out at cornfields, but there was a cat waiting outside just to lure them out and eat them for the lunch. So the rat went up to his best friend and said, "Let's go to the nearest cornfield. I heard the farmers planted various types of corns, and those corns are very tasty." And the best friend wanted to go last, but the friend said, "Well, you are a very respected friend of mine. You should go ahead of me, my sir." The best friend rat highly respected and went out running. As for the trap, he fell into the trap, and the cat pounced him at 1 ounce, and he ate it all. And the rat was walking nonchalantly, slowly, and as seeing his friend's defeat. As from the story, the moral is, best friends can betray at all, but my friend doesn't. Sometimes when we feel over, we felt sad together. When I got 20 math in 20 out of 18, my friend got 20 out of 16. He felt happier for me. That's why I choose a best friend which is really good. And sometimes we have sleepovers coming to other houses or going to Jambura Field together. And his house is located at Halisho or Bondar. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. That's what a story. What a story you said about your friend relating to lots of ideas. That's really great. And now let's recover. Let's have coverage of passing the day. People, especially the kids, the school goers, their routine is very tight scheduled because they have to wake up early in the morning, taking breakfast and setting their bags, preparing their homework. They have to start for their school. and it is very challenging, right? So how you arrange your morning to be on time to your school?
Well, first of all, I have to go to sleep at 11 or 10:30 p.m. p.m. Then I have to wake up at 6 a.m. sharp. Then pack my bags. Then I go to a shower sometimes or brush my teeth. Then I get dressed for school. Then my mom prepares my breakfast. Then I head out with my mom to the school with my nursing school. It is situated in Holly Shore. Well, then first of all, we have to take the dinner very stealthy and quickly, and do the homework timely, because homework plays a vital role in our student life. Homework is a reminder of the lessons we learned at our school, and teachers give it specially to complete it. Well, homework plays a vital role because some teachers pick choosily whether the student does the homework or the student's behavior or the student's life style. That's why homework plays a vital role, so we should do it quickly. And it depends on your home tutor's time. If he comes at 6 a.m., like my teachers come at 6 a.m. and he finishes all the study in at 8:30, then I go finish his study, then the homework, then I take my dinner and prepare my bed for the sleeping. Then I take my dinner and then I take a dessert or drink. Then I go to my bed. Thank you.
So it's been very interesting that you are very sharp and doing a very good job and a great job for taking part in school timely. And of course, after coming from the school, you be a bit exhausted.
Yeah.
And do you think that children should sleep in the afternoon for some time, for half an hour, for an hour? If you think that, what are the reasons you think that children should take a nap, take a light sleep for an hour or 1 hour in the afternoon?
Well, in science tells that people need 8 hours of sleep sharp. So in the afternoon, when we get after school, we feel very exhausted after the 7 hours of very timely and workshop and working day. Then we have to at least get half an hour or 1 hour sleep, because after the all of the day exhaustion, you take tiffin, you have to take all the lessons in your head. Then when you go out to play, well, if it's cloudy then it's okay, but when it's summer, in the summers the sun rises above the head and it's very shiny and it's very warm and it's very hot, so you sweat and you when the sweat comes to our eye, by the way, it will burns our eye and kind of dissect our eyesight. So as I was saying, after the long hours of work, we have to get 1 hour of sleep for the rest of our mind, so we can focus properly on our home tutor lessons and we can finish our homework of home tutor and school both, so we can stay energetic and do the homeworks. Thank you.
Okay, sure. That's lovely that you are very sincere doing all these things and you think that sleeping afternoon is very essential. Okay, it's all right. Let's focus on a holiday. After passing a very hectic week, exhausted week, you get a Friday. I don't think so. The Friday again, you have a lot of action to be doing for the next Sunday. But especially when you get free time, how do you set it up? And whether you go to a restaurant, whether you go to a park, whether you have a family time, which one do you enjoy most? Going outside, having food restaurant, visiting park, or having a great time with the family members? And what is suggestion exactly to pass the holiday for the school goers, school students like you reading in class 5, 6 like that? Okay.
Well, if I choose from going out with friends or family with restaurant, I would choose spend time with family. I would say life is short. Enjoy what part of remains. So enjoying with family is another fun you can have. You can contain while going out with friends or hanging out with them. So I would say to go out and spend time with your family. In a holiday, I always wake up at 7 a.m. It's a practice of mine from waking up at 6 a.m. So if the late happens, it's 9 a.m. Well, after I wake up, I brush my teeth, then I get my breakfast, then I go to my coaching. Well, it's situated in Harishar. Then I come back from 11:30 from another coaching. Well, it's English. English debating. Then I take my lunch and take a shower. Then I go to sleep for an hour. Then I wake up and my home teacher comes in my Fridays. My home teacher comes at 3 p.m. straight. Then I go out. Then I read to my home teacher. After my home teacher comes, I play some mobile games or go out to play football with my friends. Then after I come back, I finish my homework of Thursday and take preparation for the Sunday test. And all Sundays I have a test. Then I spend time with my family by gossiping or by talking about something random. Thank you.
Okay, sure. That's amazing that your holidays are really amazing. So if we let's talk about seasons, and of course everybody has the different intention, different mentalities, different choices of the seasons. And if we focus on the choice of your seasons, favorite season, which season would you prefer, and what are the exact or actual reasons of choosing the seasons?
Well, if I talk about my favorite season, it would be spring. It's a mixture of hot and cold weather. All the flowers bloom together and and the birds sing together. And it's all cheerful and nature meets with inseparable fun. In spring we have a spring break in my school, so I would go out with my friends sometimes or with my family. Then we would go to sometimes my uncle's or aunt's house together, and we would spend a lot of great time with together. And our in my aunt's house and uncle's house there is both cousins I like, and I sometimes play cricket or football with them, and it's a great time and pleasure spending. It's a great time killer for to go there. In spring break, I usually go out and collect flowers from our rooftop garden. Our rooftop garden contains of lots of various of flowers and fruits. I sometimes collect fruits if they're like all ripen. Then I come back and give the flowers to my mom. My mom sometimes decorates the flower outside of our house to look beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, it's interesting. A little bit fun is there. That do you go buying things anytime that your mother asks you to buy some eggs that there is no one elderly, and sometimes your mother asks you to buy some necessary things like toothpaste, soap. Have you ever done any shopping by yourself from the closest market or from the closest shop of your residence?
Well, if I say no, I don't do any shoppings around my residence because we have our guard uncle who does all the shopping, our monthly shopping, or sometimes we go out if we need anything excessive. After in our guard, after the road of our what like our house there is a supermarket, and we can buy anything like anything and one, and there is a food stall, and sometimes like 10 taka equals to one jalmuri. I sometimes buy a jalmuri. It's very well. And sometimes when our guard uncle is not around or went far away, I have to go to the shopping mall and do some shoppings like our monthly shopping. This last year our guard uncle was ill for several months, so he went to visit his family to get better treatment. There was a pharmacy nearby. So, and my mom needed some Bactrosin for her immense cut while cooking. So I went to buy Bactrosin, and we were lack of potatoes and onions and some other necessities. Then I went to the pharmacy, bought Bactrosin. Then I went to the supermarket and buy all the necessities. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Enjoying the session. And well, you are think that you are in a training session. Probably your school has formed a team. There are 5 members. They have been taken to a training center that is situated at Gazipur in Dhaka. In this training session, you have a choice to select the food, but day long you have to work very hard. So you have to be very careful about your food and feeding, because you have already had a great journey to get chance into this organization, because thousands of people join there. Only 4 of you have been chosen. Okay, as 4 of you have been chosen, you have to be careful about your routine of food, meal of the day. What kind of food would you prefer in the morning for your breakfast? What kind of food would you prefer? But you have a personal choice there. Okay, for your lunch, and what kind of food would you prefer for your dinner, and do you think that this food will keep you fit day long, and that will also serve you much energy? So tell me about the food preference in this training session for morning, afternoon, and the evening.
Well, the food depends on which situation I'm going or what cause I am going. If I'm going for any sports cause then I have to be very fit, or I'm going to the any like learning session, so I can eat whatever I want as long as I stay healthy. If I go to the if I go to the reason while I'm going for sports, then I have to go for a very fit and healthy diet. I would, for the morning, I would take a sandwich which contains of 2 breads, 1 egg, 1 lettuce, 1 tomato, and that will be my morning routine. I will take 2 or 3 sandwiches. It will be enough for my morning. And for the afternoon, I have to take rice, and I then smashed potato, fish or meat, whatever I can afford. But I would prefer fish, which can will keep my eyesight better for the sports, like for example badminton, cricket, basketball, football. Everything contains of a sharp eyesight, and if we don't have a good eyesight, we can't see the ball or whatever is coming to us, so we can't play good in that. So I have to take a fish if I can. And if for the night dinner, I will take a rice, chicken plate, then smashed potato or and anything vegetable like a salad, and it will be enough for me to survive and stay fit for a long time. And it will for anything educational purposes, I will take everything that will be necessary for my mind to keep control, like, and I will be more strategic. For example, if I'm going to the for an Olympiad or something English debate, I will take almond nuts with me or any kinds of nuts. That will keep me fit. Then the second thing I will bring is chocolate. Chocolate will give me energy for a long time, and it will be enough for me to gain a lot of weight. Well, it won't gain me a lot of weight, but it will gain me a lot of power or energy, whatever you say. And yeah, that I think is enough.
Okay, sure. Right. And now that is more interesting to you. I think as you have studied the different kind of things from the different resources, you have got some experience about some neighboring countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Again, you have some experience about England, Canada, Australia, like America, as you have some relatives. Okay, if you are offered to visit any country if you have a chance to study for further education in a foreign country, which country do you think that safer for you? Which country would be preferred for extending your knowledge? Which country would be really preferred for making a great growth of your education and education journey? And why would you prefer these countries? What are the exactly reasons you think and you find and you see to study in that country?
Well, if I'm told to choose any country for my educational purposes, it will be USA, as I have many relatives around there, and it's a very renowned country for its education and military and many more things. It's one of the top 3 countries for educations and many things. And America consists of many things that Bangladesh consists of. For example, Bangladesh contains lack of education, lack of population due to having a very very big country and having a very small country. Well, its GDP is very long. I would prefer USA for it, and USA for it, as I have many relatives. I can stay in their houses for the statement of mine, so I can stay safe around there, and no one can like break in something. Thank you.
Like, okay, sorry. If you think that the country US is safer for you, do you think that if you go for further study, higher studies, if you have a chance, or relatives offer you to be there, would you be staying for longer, or have a decision to be back to your country to contribute the country? Which one do you exactly think forever?
For higher education, like many high, I would choose UK due to the Cambridge study focus. Cambridge study applies really good activities on our head, and it will teach us many morals and many things that USA can't teach or Bangladesh can. And it is a country to develop our mindset and growth. And British accent, it's a renowned accent that everyone can't speak, and it is a very hard language, I would say, to control as if mine. I also can't speak British language that far, but I can speak normally British, but not that like the accent, not very good. Thank you.
Okay, so right, we have already covered 25 minutes, 35 minutes, 4 minutes is left to go. Would you please share your experience so long so far? You have continued talking long time. Are you getting tired, or still you have energy to finish these 4 minutes, because we have a challenge to talk for half an hour? How do you feel at this stage when you have already covered 26 minutes and 4 minutes is left to go?
Well, if I say I'm very anxious about my results due to being it very bad or it's very good, and for along these channels, I would along these channels, at first I felt anxious. Now I feel a lot more happier and excited about my result, as I have covered already 26 minutes, about 30 minutes, and I'm very more excited for this, and I'm eagerly waiting for any other challenges coming for me, and I would be very appreciable to you for this challenge, and I'm very happy to be in this stage. Thank you.
Okay, so right, we are going to end telling a few words that you have covered 27 minutes right now, and what are the suggestion student to follow? What are the advices you think advise you as the people like your age to follow, to be fluent in English, to have a better accent in English, to have wide range of ideas? Because unless you have a wide range of ideas, it is complicated to continue for half an hour for not only in an international, rather in Bengali language or somebody's mother language. Okay, so what kind of things have you developed so far that would lead you to continue for half an hour?
Well, first of all, to lead a very good English, we first have to learn vocabulary and English words and grammar. Then at last we have to learn grammar rules. Grammar rules plays a vital role to talk to English fluently. As an American, when they learn grammar rules at first, so that they can speak fluently in their mother tongue. So, as in Bangla, we have to learn Borno, Koko, Goko, and English we have to learn A, B, C, D. It's a vital role to make up words and many more. There are many kinds of English, actually 2 kinds of English, not many kinds, British and American. So as far as you can see, to learn English fluently, we have to first practice the grammar rules and always speak in mirror for at least for short 2 minutes, or for long half an hour, or if not half an hour, 10 minutes is enough for yourself to see yourself if you're improving or not. To see if you're improving, always speak English for at least 10 minutes in front of the mirror. You can see the development in your eyes, and you can catch the difficulties you are having. Then later you can improve them, and you can later become more fluent in English. Then at last we have to learn all the grammar rules, as I said before, grammar rules. Then we have to learn letters, and then at last we have to go for higher education. And at last I would tell everyone to join this class, and you teach us very well, to be honest, and this has increased my speaking my fluent English 25% more. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the last question, and last question of the day. We have a minute. That parents are worried about their children living in the country, always worried. And what are the changes? If they happen, the parents will never be worried about their children to be having a good land in our country. What changes exactly do we need now? It's about our safety and security, social safety and security.
Parents always wants the best for us. Parents always depends on our grades and safety society. If you talk about safety society, Bangladesh is not that much very good for safety and society country. It is a bad country for safety and society. Thieves, thugs, and many more come to Bangladesh, and then they live here and they live here and they have to start. They start their small thievery, robberies from here, then go to big things like killing people, murdering people from this. And as from the latest news of Bangladesh, it doesn't show positive changes. But parents always think that they always think better for us. They always think about leaving this country because due to having no social security and no like better anything better improvements in Bangladesh. As from the latest news, Bangladesh is having no developing. Instead, it's not developing it's developing in industrial revolution, but it is not developing in social security and in education. It's not developing unless it is downfalling. So parents always wants to leave the country and live a life that is better for us and get higher education for us, so we can be renowned from the world like Mark Zuckerberg, who is famous for many things. And that's all I would say. Thank you.
And thank you to had a great journey. Wish you really, really all the best. Good luck.
Thank you.